You wake up feeling proud. A bowl of fresh fruit sits on the counter. Bananas, oranges, grapes. You slice them up, toss them in a blender and tell yourself, I'm taking care of my health. But what if that colourful smoothie you just drank was silently hurting the very organs keeping you alive? Every 30 seconds, someone somewhere learns their kidneys are failing. And the scariest part? Most of them felt perfectly fine just the day before. No pain, no warning, just quiet destruction happening drop by drop inside. Your kidneys are the body's filters. They purify nearly 50 gallons of blood every single day. But when they start to clog, waste builds up like sludge in old pipes. And without realizing it, your energy, your heart, even your memory, all begin to fade. Now here's the twist that almost no one talks about. Some of the healthiest fruits, the ones you've trusted for years, can actually speed up that damage when your kidneys are already tired. Bananas, oranges, dried fruits. They look harmless, they taste pure, but inside your bloodstream, they can create a storm of potassium and acid that your kidneys simply can't clear anymore. And that's why people like Linda, who thought she was doing everything right, suddenly find themselves facing numbers they can't understand. High creatinine, low filtration, swelling in the legs. She didn't drink soda. She didn't smoke. She just wanted more vitamins, yet her kidneys were screaming for help. But here's the part that gives hope. Because nature, in its balance, also gave us fruits that heal. Fruits that gently flush toxins while you sleep, that ease the pressure on your kidneys instead of overloading them. And today, we'll uncover those 4 powerful fruits, the kidney recovery team. Each one with a specific healing role, each one backed by science. And the last one is probably sitting in your kitchen right now. Stay with me, because once you know these, you'll never look at your fruit bowl the same way again. Linda's real-life story, when healthy turns harmful. Linda was 62. She loved her morning routine, a tall glass of banana orange smoothie. Bright, sweet, refreshing. It made her feel alive. She believed she was feeding her body the vitamins it needed, the fuel to stay young. But within weeks, something changed. She began feeling heavier. Her ankles swelled at night. Climbing stairs became harder than before, and the fatigue. It crept in quietly no matter how much she rested. At first, she blamed age, then her diet. But when her doctor ran blood tests, the numbers didn't lie. Her creatinine was rising. Her GFR, the rate at which her kidneys filtered waste, had dropped below normal, and her potassium was dangerously high. She stared at the report, confused. How can this happen? I don't eat junk. I eat fruit every day. Her doctor sighed. He looked at her smoothie photo and said softly, Linda, your kidneys are overloaded. Too much potassium, too much acid. They're struggling to keep up. She was stunned. Her healthy habits, the very ones she was proud of, were the same ones silently pushing her kidneys toward failure. And the scariest part? She had no pain, no warning. Just swelling and exhaustion that felt like life was slowly fading. But what really happened inside Linda's body? Why would something as innocent as fruit, nature's gift, turn into poison for her kidneys? Because when kidneys grow weak, even healthy foods can become too much to handle. The minerals pile up, the sugars inflame the filters. And instead of cleansing the blood, the kidneys begin drowning in their own waste. It's like feeding more water into a clogged filter. It doesn't clean better. It just spills over. That's exactly what was happening inside her. But here's where things shift. Because once Linda understood why her kidneys were screaming, she finally began to help them heal. And the answer wasn't in expensive supplements or new diets. It was in the right fruits. 4 of them that quietly cleanse and restore kidney function while you sleep. We'll reveal them one by one. But first, let's understand the hidden reason why healthy fruits can sometimes turn toxic. The hidden reason why healthy fruits become toxic. It sounds unfair, doesn't it? You try to eat healthy, and somehow the very foods you trust end up betraying you, but it's not your fault. The truth is, when kidneys weaken, the rules of food completely change. What once nourished your body can now slowly fill it with poisons your kidneys can't filter out anymore. Think of your kidneys like two coffee filters. When they're new, water runs through easily, clean, clear, pure. But as the filters clog, every drop slows down. And if you keep pouring water faster than they can drain, the dirty water starts backing up. That's exactly what happens inside your body. Except it's not coffee, it's your blood. And the water you keep pouring in, it's potassium, phosphorus, and sugar from the fruits you eat every day. Let's break this down. When your kidneys are strong, they flush extra minerals like potassium naturally. But when they weaken, even one large banana can spike potassium to dangerous levels, causing irregular heartbeats, numbness, or even cardiac arrest. Potassium overload quietly suffocates your heart and kidneys at the same time. Then comes phosphorus, another silent threat. It builds up like cement in old pipes, hardening blood vessels and choking off circulation to your kidneys and heart. And finally, the most underestimated one of all, fructose, the natural sugar in fruit. When too much builds up, it inflames kidney tissues, scarring the tiny filters called nephrons, the ones responsible for cleaning your blood. Once those filters are scarred, they never fully heal. Every meal, every fruit, every sip adds a little more pressure until your kidneys are gasping for relief. Science confirms it. A study published in the Clinical Journal of the American Society of Nephrology found that people who regularly ate high-sugar fruits lost kidney function 28% faster than those who focused on low-potassium, low-fructose fruits. But the scariest part, you don't feel it. There's no pain, no symptom to warn you. Until one morning, you wake up swollen, your rings don't fit, your ankles look puffy, and your energy, gone. By then, 60 to 70% of kidney function may already be lost. That's the hidden danger inside every healthy fruit bowl. But don't lose hope, because the same nature that hides these traps also gives us 4 fruits that can do the opposite. 4 powerful natural filters that gently flush toxins, reduce inflammation, and repair kidney cells, even while you sleep. These are the fruits that saved Linda's life, and they could do the same for you. Let's begin with the first, the simplest fruit of them all, yet one that acts like a daily detox shield for your kidneys. Fruit number 1, apple, the daily detox shield. It's one of the simplest fruits on earth, yet hidden inside an apple is a cleansing force that your kidneys have been quietly waiting for. They call it nature's daily detox shield. You see, apples aren't just low in potassium. They contain a rare fiber called pectin, and this single compound works like a magnet. It binds to phosphorus and other toxins in your gut, pulling them out before they can ever reach your kidneys. Think of it like a helper that catches waste before it even enters the filter. Less work for your kidneys means more time for them to heal. That's why doctors in Japan call apples kidney rest fruits, because every time you eat one, your kidneys get a break. But there's more to this simple fruit than meets the eye. Inside the peel lives a hidden duo, quercetin and chlorogenic acid, 2 compounds proven to lower kidney inflammation by over 35%. They calm the fire that burns silently inside damaged filters and help your kidneys breathe again. One study found that patients who ate apples daily had lower creatinine and uric acid after just a few weeks. Why? Because apples don't just detox, they stabilize blood sugar, reduce acid load, and protect the heart at the same time. It's like one fruit doing 5 jobs at once. But here's the secret that most people miss. The healing is in the whole apple, not just the juice. When you peel it, you lose most of its antioxidants. When you blend it, you lose its fiber. But when you chew it whole, slowly, you give your body time to absorb its medicine naturally. So here's your simple ritual. Eat 1 whole apple with the peel during or after a meal. Morning or evening, both work. But never on an empty stomach if your kidneys are weak. It's gentle, it's safe, and it silently clears phosphorus, one of your kidney's worst enemies. Remember, small steps create big change. Because healing kidneys isn't about extremes. It's about rhythm. And the apple is your first rhythm of repair. The next fruit takes that rhythm deeper, protecting your kidney cells themselves, at the microscopic level where most damage begins. Tiny, dark, and powerful. It's called the cellular defender. Fruit number 2, blueberries, the cellular defender. They may look small, but these tiny blue gems hold one of nature's strongest healing secrets for your kidneys. A handful of blueberries can do what no pill, no powder, and no supplement can ever match. They protect your kidney cells at the microscopic level. Inside every blueberry lives a powerful natural pigment called anthocyanin. It's what gives them their deep, rich color, and it's also what makes them cellular defenders. These pigments travel straight through your bloodstream, crossing the delicate blood-kidney barrier, and shielding your nephrons, the tiny filters, from the inflammation and oxidative stress that silently destroy them over time. Think of each blueberry as a microscopic bodyguard. While most fruits overload weak kidneys with potassium and sugar, blueberries do the opposite. They calm, protect, and rebuild. They're low in potassium, low in sugar, and high in antioxidants that neutralize toxins before they can scar your kidneys. A study from the National Institute of Health showed something remarkable. Seniors who ate blueberries just 3 times a week had 47% lower levels of kidney inflammation markers and better filtration rates compared to those who didn't. Even more fascinating, their blood pressure dropped and uric acid levels improved, showing that blueberries don't just help kidneys. They balance the entire cleansing system, kidneys, liver, and heart, together. When Linda, the woman from our story, started replacing her banana-orange smoothie with a small blueberry blend, everything began to change. Within weeks, her swelling started to fade, her energy returned, and her doctor was shocked to see her creatinine gently dropping for the first time in years. What she didn't know was that anthocyanins were doing the quiet work inside, repairing her kidney filters, protecting her blood vessels, and calming the fire of inflammation that had been burning for years. And here's the best part. You don't need many. Just half a cup, 3 to 5 times a week, is enough to build up this protective effect. Fresh or frozen, it doesn't matter. Because even after freezing, anthocyanins remain 90% active. If fresh blueberries aren't available, a handful of frozen ones in warm oatmeal or yogurt works perfectly. But skip the sugary blueberry juices. They're just sugar water wearing a disguise. Now imagine this. While you sleep, those anthocyanins circulate through your bloodstream, binding to damaged kidney cells, reducing swelling, and repairing the inner lining of your capillaries. That's why blueberries are called night guardians. They work when you rest, protecting the filters that keep your blood clean. Each berry may be small, but together, they form a fortress, guarding your kidneys from the daily wear and tear that comes with aging. And here's a tip that doubles their power. Combine blueberries with a few grapes, because when anthocyanins meet resveratrol, the compound in grapes, their antioxidant strength multiplies, and that's exactly where we're going next, to the fruit that doesn't just protect. It actually repairs the damage that's already been done. The fruit of renewal. The fruit that revives blood flow and reawakens sleeping kidney cells. Let's talk about fruit number 3, red and purple grapes, the natural repairers. They glisten in the light, red, purple, sometimes almost black. They taste sweet, but what they do inside the body feels miraculous. Because grapes don't just protect your kidneys, they repair them. Deep inside their skin lives a compound scientists call resveratrol, a molecule so powerful that researchers at Harvard once labeled it the switch that turns on cellular repair. And here's the shocking part. Your kidneys respond to resveratrol more strongly than almost any other organ in your body. Why? Because resveratrol activates your SIRT1 repair gene, the very same gene responsible for slowing cellular aging and rebuilding damaged kidney tissues. Think of it this way: if blueberries are the guards, grapes are the engineers. They move inside the bloodstream, find damaged kidney cells, and signal them to wake up and rebuild. A study published in Frontiers in Pharmacology revealed that patients who consumed red or purple grapes regularly improved kidney function by 22% in just 6 months. Their inflammation dropped, their filtration rates rose, and their blood vessels, once stiff and narrow, became flexible again, allowing better blood flow to every organ. That's the quiet power of resveratrol. It doesn't just fight inflammation, it repairs what years of hidden damage tried to destroy. And here's something most people never realize. The magic isn't in the juice, it's in the skin. That's where resveratrol hides, in the deep purple layer that most people peel away or discard. So when you eat grapes, keep the skins on. The darker the grape, the richer the healing. But the story doesn't end with resveratrol. Grapes also contain ellagic acid and flavonoids that improve hydration and reduce the pressure on kidney filters. They gently dilate blood vessels, which helps your kidneys receive more oxygen and nutrients. And when kidneys breathe better, they work better. Linda, from earlier, added a small handful of red grapes to her breakfast 3 times a week. Within 2 months, her swelling vanished. Her blood pressure stabilized. And for the first time in years, her doctor said, "Your GFR looks better than last time." She smiled, not because of numbers, but because she felt alive again. Here's how you can do the same. Eat 10 to 12 red or purple grapes 3 to 4 times a week. Choose fresh, seedless if possible, but always with skins. If you have diabetes or sugar sensitivity, eat them after a meal to slow absorption. Even better, pair them with blueberries. The resveratrol in grapes and the anthocyanins in blueberries form one of the strongest anti-inflammatory combinations nature ever made. Every handful of grapes is like giving your kidneys permission to start over, to repair, to breathe, to live again. But what if your kidneys are not just inflamed? What if they're bloated, retaining water, and heavy from years of waste buildup? Then you need a fruit that goes one step further. A fruit that doesn't just cleanse the blood, but also melts inflammation and drains swelling from the body. That fruit is tropical. Sharp, golden, and filled with enzymes that clean you from the inside out. Let's talk about fruit number 4, pineapple, the anti-inflammatory cleanser. It's golden, tropical, and refreshing, but beneath its sweetness lies a healing power few people truly understand. Pineapple is not just another fruit, it's a natural anti-inflammatory enzyme system, one that works almost like internal therapy for your kidneys. Inside the fibrous core of pineapple lives a compound called bromelain. It's an enzyme that breaks down inflammatory proteins, melts away internal swelling, and reduces the puffiness that so many seniors mistake for normal aging. But it's not just cosmetic. When bromelain enters the bloodstream, it actually helps your kidneys flush trapped fluid and reduce pressure inside the delicate filtering tubes. The result? Less bloating, less stiffness, and a visible lightness in your body. A study in the Journal of Ethnopharmacology found that bromelain lowers kidney inflammation markers almost as effectively as prescription drugs, but without the harsh side effects. And it doesn't stop there. Pineapple also provides vitamin C, manganese, and antioxidants that shield kidney tissue from free radical damage, the silent cellular rust that accelerates aging. But here's something most people never realize. The healing enzymes live only in fresh pineapple. Canned or processed pineapple loses up to 90% of its bromelain. So if you want results, always choose fresh and include a small piece of the core. That's where the concentration of bromelain is highest. Linda began eating 2 small slices of fresh pineapple after lunch every Sunday. Within weeks, her ankles, once swollen and tight, began to loosen. Her face looked brighter. And her doctor told her something that brought tears to her eyes. Your kidneys are finally stabilizing. It's proof that the body remembers how to heal. You just need to give it the right tools. And these 4 fruits, apple, blueberry, grape, and pineapple, are not random. They are a team. Each plays a role, detoxing, defending, repairing, and cleansing. But for them to work, you need rhythm. The kind of daily consistency that transforms small actions into lasting healing. Let's move to the final part. The rhythm that heals. How to build your kidney recovery routine. Healing doesn't happen through random choices. It happens through rhythm. Your kidneys love consistency. They heal when your days follow a gentle pattern, a rhythm that supports them, not stresses them. And that's why this next plan isn't a diet. It's a healing routine, simple, practical, lifelong. The kidney rhythm rotation. Each fruit you learned about plays a special role, and when rotated through the week, they give your kidneys time to rest, cleanse, and rebuild. Monday and Thursday, apple, the detox shield. It catches toxins before they reach your kidneys. Tuesday and Friday, blueberries, the cellular defenders. They protect your filters and restore energy. Wednesday, grapes, the natural repairers. They bring blood flow and repair cells. Weekend, pineapple, the anti-inflammatory cleanser. It melts swelling and lightens the body. That's it. No complicated rules. Just 4 simple fruits. On a gentle rotation that gives your kidneys what they need most, consistency. Because healing doesn't come from doing more, it comes from doing the right things, regularly. Lifestyle add-ons, that supercharge. Healing your kidneys don't just respond to food, they respond to how you live. Every choice matters. A 20-minute walk each day increases kidney protection by nearly 30%. Reducing sodium by just 1,000 milliliters daily slows chronic kidney decline by 22%. And simple deep breathing before bed signals your nervous system to relax, lowering cortisol and improving kidney blood flow overnight. Mark, 65, followed this rhythm. He didn't buy supplements. He didn't spend a fortune on detox programs. He just followed nature's cycle and stayed consistent. 3 months later, his creatinine dropped from 1.9 to 1.5. The swelling disappeared. And his doctor said the words every patient hopes to hear. Whatever you're doing, don't stop. Because healing doesn't belong to hospitals alone. It begins right here, in your kitchen, in your choices, in your rhythm. And now, you're just one step away from giving your kidneys what they've been begging for all along. A chance to rest, repair, and renew. Let's finish strong. With a message that could change how you see your health forever. Your kidneys are not weak. They are tired. Tired of fighting quietly, while you never even knew they were struggling. But here's the truth. No one tells you. They are waiting for your help. Every time you choose the right food, every time you walk, every time you breathe deeply and rest well, you're telling your kidneys, I'm with you. And they listen. Because your body was designed to heal, if only you give it the chance. Think back to Linda. She didn't have special treatment, no expensive therapy, just small daily choices. Apples for cleansing, blueberries for defense, grapes for repair, pineapple for renewal. Week after week, no rush, no pressure, just quiet healing. And that's when her body began to whisper back, I'm healing too. Your story can begin the same way, Not tomorrow, not someday, but tonight. Start small. Pick one fruit from this list. Let your body feel the difference, because every tiny choice becomes a spark of life inside you. So tonight, as you rest, remember, your kidneys are still working for you, filtering, cleansing, protecting. Give them love in return, a little kindness, a little consistency, and they'll repay you with strength, clarity, and years of life you thought you'd lost. Now it's your turn. Save this video, share it with someone who needs hope, and subscribe, because your next step to full kidney recovery is coming soon. Take care of your kidneys, and they'll take care of you for life.